It is the most ridiculous action film I have ever seen in my entire life.
Hey, you know what? You know what I always wanted to try?
What's that?
You remember in Fast and Furious 2, that thing that Paul Walker did with Eva Mendes? Do you remember that bit?
Whoa.
No, not that bit, man. Come on, why you always gotta take it there? You know the bit they're in the car together? He's trying to impress her.
What are you doing, Brian?
Oh, yeah. I remember now. I remember. But you're insane, though, man. Like, just keep your eyes on the road. Just keep your eyes on the road.
What, you think we're gonna crash?
Yes, of course we're gonna fucking crash. What are you doing? Please, just look at the road, fam. Just look at, what is this? Look at the road, fam. This is too much. You always take things too far, fam. You always take things too far. Pull over. Just look at the road, fam. Look at the road. This is supposed to be a skit. This is supposed to be a fucking skit. I don't pull over. I don't look.
Bro, you sleeping?
Bro, I can't lie. I just had the maddest dream.
Yeah? Man, I didn't know you were sleeping. You're just mad playing on my gear stick and that.
And you didn't stop me.
Wait, what? The film's about to start. You ain't missing much. Don't worry.
Alright, cool.
On the drive home, though, you know I always wanted to try it.
Welcome to Agents of S.C.R.E.E.N, the first and the only place for movie reviews live at the cinema. I am your boy Miles, and I'm joined by the first and only white agent of Agents of S.C.R.E.E.N, Agent Adam.
Yes, sorry, my mouth was full. I was eating some chips. How you been?
I've been fantastic.
Yeah, nice.
I've been fantastic.
It's been a minute. I ain't seen
It
you.
has been a minute. People have been asking me if it's Agent of S.C.R.E.E.N and not Agents of S.C.R.E.E.N.
People have been asking me if it's Agents of Miles and not Agents of S.C.R.E.E.N.
Wow.
I know.
Wow.
But anyway, it's Pride Month. What you been doing to celebrate?
Unfortunately, we are not in the cinema. We did try to bring you the review live at the cinema, but the cinemas aren't quite ready for us to be back in light of the pandemic. However, we are still going to bring you a live, as you can see, live review for none other than our spoiler-free review for the new 9th Fast and Furious film, Fast and Furious number 9. But what is this Fast and Furious film about? It's time for my trailer voice.
Ooh.
Dominic Toretto is living the quiet life off the grid with Letty and his son, but they know that danger lurks just over the peaceful horizon. This time, that threat forces Dom to confront the sins of this past to save the ones he loves the most. Vin Diesel, Michelle Rodriguez, Tyrese Gibson, and Ludacris in Fast and Furious 9.
But how we do things, we're going to tell you what we liked, what we didn't like. If you should spend your money to see this film in cinemas, I will score out of 10. Spoiler free, of course. First impressions, to welcome back our first and only white agent. What are you saying, first impressions?
You know what, yeah, I'll keep it short and sweet. I'm gonna say 3 things though, first impressions, yeah?
Go ahead.
1, it's very good to see Miss Sunday looking lovely.
As always.
As always. 2, them guys have come a long way from stealing DVDs from the back of trucks.
Yeah, Ludacris was initially just a guy, a mechanic.
And now he's like
some tech magician.
Do you know what I mean? He's bloody Sheldon Cooper. And 3, them men are reckless. They drive absolutely. I didn't see one seatbelt.
That's true.
But yeah, what about you?
I would say my first impression is that we didn't really see a Fast and Furious film. Now it's got to the point where things have progressed. It's now Hot Wheels meets GTA. Remember Hot Wheels, the toys?
Yeah,
I remember them commercials when I was a kid with Hot Wheels leading the way. Volcano, blowout.
Hot wheels in the way. Volcano, blowout. The power charger will blast you high. Volcano, blowout.
And they're doing the most outrageous things you've ever seen in your life in GTA. You do these heists, you do these missions, man can respawn at will, unlimited respawns even if you die. That's what this film is. It is the most ridiculous action film I have ever seen in my entire life. Is there a good ridiculous or bad ridiculous? You're gonna have to wait for our full review to find out. We're not gonna keep you long though. So I'll let you open it yet again What did you enjoy?
It's a difficult one, you know. I mean, ultimately, this is the 9th film of the franchise. You know what you're gonna get before you come in. You know it's gonna be ridiculous. You know it's gonna be outrageous. You know it's gonna make no sense whatsoever. It's gonna be so incredibly stupid that it's like, why am I even here? That said, some of the action scenes, as comical as they were enjoyable.
Yeah.
And they made use of some interesting tech in terms of magnets.
Yeah,
I don't
like
think that's
the
a
magnets,
spoiler. The way they utilized those, that was pretty cool to watch. But apart from that, I gotta be honest, there wasn't much I enjoyed.
For me, I'm gonna kind of echo the same thing, but what I will say,
Good. Oh, so what? What's it?
I'm glad that you're white eating chicken like that, because if it was me, well, the comments would be lit right now.
I hope they didn't wash the chicken.
But every time I see an action film, I always say, I hope either one or two things happen. They give me something I have never seen before, or give me something I have seen before in a way that I have never seen it before. And I think that this film has shown me things I have never seen
100%.
before. Never seen before. So on that front, I have to applaud it.
It showed you a new way to get a car from A to B via a bridge.
Yes.
That was
that
was exceptional. How do you train for that? As a driver, how do you train to perform such a feat?
That's just vibes and inshallah.
Vibes and inshallah. I have to write that one down. I mean, I suppose, you know, it was nice to see a few cameos in there as well. But apart from that, I'm struggling. I'm struggling.
And a quick caveat, what I will say, I didn't go into this film expecting it to be something that it's not. I expected it because every film is kind of leveled up in terms of
ridiculous.
Yeah, but speaking of ridiculous, things that you didn't like, do you want to go first or should I?
I'll go first. First thing I don't like is the food you got in your beard. Yeah, I'm not a fan of that.
You could have done it on a private one. You could have took it out, but you know you made it public now. This is a bit peak.
I'm just letting you know.
I can see why people would thought it was Agent of Miles before.
Oh, of course.
But
Anyway,
they just don't want to see you, so you're just rude. Always trying to get me to like play about with your gear stick and all of that type of stuff. Anyways,
I think it's only right in homage of F9, the 9th film, that I list 9 things that I didn't like. I didn't like the acting. I didn't like the characters. I didn't like the way they tied some of the characters together. I didn't like the way they used flashbacks. I didn't like the way they introduced new things. I didn't like the way they were so over the top that it was borderline ridiculous. I didn't like the way it ended. You know why I didn't like the way it ended?
Why?
Because it alluded that they might try and make a 10th.
they are 100% making a attempt.
Oh, why?
I think the 10th is supposed to be, according to Vin Diesel, things can change, but he said that the 10th will be the final one.
Boy.
It makes too much money for them to not make another one. You know how much money this made?
Too much.
This
Too
is
much
one
money.
of the
people
most lucrative franchises of all time.
Anyway, I still got 2 more things to list, yeah? I didn't like the fact that it's a Fast and Furious film, which I know to be based on street racing and cars. Yeah,
It's gone long past that. It's long past that, though.
Where was it?
It's long past that. I don't think that's a valid concern at this point.
And 9, you know, even though I knew I wasn't going to see her, there was no Gal Gadot, you know?
I know the Palestinians aren't not happy to see her.
Wow. They're my 9. Like, I don't even have to go into it. I'll let you do that. Wow. Valid. What do you not like about this? What did you not enjoy?
Well, I kind of used the segue of ridiculousness. And you know, in video games, action movies, whatever, there's always a line of realism and over the top. It can be a very fine line at times. However, if you cross that line, it doesn't become impressive anymore. It becomes dumb.
Stupid.
So I think they leapfrogged, cliff jumped over that line. So say for example, this is just a random scenario. Say for example, you used to take that fork and stab me in my eye.
Oh, what a good fork.
And I feel no pain, there is no blood.
Shall we test it?
It's not impressive, it's just dumb.
To be fair, if I stabbed you in the eye with a fork and you didn't feel pain, I would be impressed. I know you're saying I'm with you because you might have heard me, I was laughing quite a bit in that film. But I don't remember any jokes.
And that's fair, you might have to, in order to enjoy this film, you have to completely eliminate, you probably have to view it like a comedy.
Yeah?
To fully embrace what it is. As I said, it reminded me of Hot Wheels, it reminded me of Saints Row, it reminded me of GTA. But it seemed like when they were writing the script, they were just like, you know what, fuck it.
Yeah, man.
Fuck it, like,
Yeah.
and that begs the question,
Ah.
sorry to speak with a full mouth, pause. That begs the question, how do you top this? In light of what we've just seen, how do you possibly top this? Multiverse?
I mean, I was gonna say, you know, I watch a lot of anime. They do some crazy stuff. They're gonna have to go to new dimensions and embrace God and all sorts. I don't know.
Yeah, I thought the dialogue was really corny. It was atrocious. The acting was really poor, which is really rich because an article came out recently that the beef between Vin Diesel and The Rock started because, you know, Vin Diesel wanted to give him some tough love to kind of coax acting the performance out of The Rock, and he probably had beef with everyone in the film, to be fair. And certain people come back from previous films, and I don't think that the explanation, again, it's just like, fuck it. Fuck it. Just whatever you don't question anything. Don't question anything. That's how you have to approach this film. Do not question a single thing that you've seen. Don't. In order to enjoy. With that said, I have 2 questions for you. First one, would you recommend someone pay their money to come and watch this in the cinema?
If you're new to the Fast and Furious franchise, you know, you're just looking for a film to go and watch, then yeah, don't spend your money on this. You don't need to see this. This ain't gonna add to your life. This is not gonna add to your life in any way. If, however, you're invested, you've seen the previous 8 films, you know, you might want to watch it.
I have another question, additional question for you. Is Vin Diesel the strongest man in the world?
I understand why you're asking me that. Well, based on what we've seen, I think the answer is clearly yes. I know they've recently had the World Strongman competition. I don't think they actually announced it until Christmas time. But I spoiled it now, Vin Diesel wins.
Also, Anthony Joshua was supposed to fight Tyson Fury, but now Tyson Fury has to fight Deontay Wilder.
Yeah.
So in like that, Anthony Joshua is just sitting at home doing nothing. He should fight Vin Diesel.
I don't know. I think Joshua needs to, you know, fight another contender. And then after Joshua and Fury have their fight, then the winner of that gets to fight Vin Diesel. Can't go straight to the end game.
And final question. What would you give this film out of 10?
Out of 10, man. They don't call it a comeback, but I'm coming back with a nice, good, strong... I can't even say it, man. 3. I was going to say 4, but I'm saying 3. The film was a joke. I was laughing at this film because it was it was so stupid.
I know you're a notoriously low scorer, but I wasn't expecting that.
This film was so dead. This film was dead. I got out of the cinema, I checked the time, and I could not believe how much time I had lost in my life. I'm gonna have to call in sick at work now, just to try and regain some hours.
In terms of whether I would recommend to spend your money to go and see this in the cinema, Adam himself, he's not really a fan of the franchise. He was a fan of the first 2, but as I was saying to him off camera, the first 2 were like 20-15 years ago. If you've seen the most recent ones, 7, 8, they've kind of been going on a crescendo of being more ridiculous.
Oh, say that again.
Crescendo, you like that one?
Where did you learn that?
I went to school, you know.
Is it?
Yeah.
You went to school?
So number 9 follows in the same vein, but it's the cherry on top. So if you've been a fan of the most recent ones, this takes it to the most level. But in my humble opinion, it crosses that line. And it was so ridiculous, it kind of just took me out of the film. This one is a difficult one for me to score. I appreciate some of the action scenes because it's something I've never seen before. But at the same time, I don't feel there's any redeemable qualities in this movie. The story was just connective tissue to piece together action sequences. It was just like whatever the science fiction, the maths, the jargon that you're using, it means absolutely nothing. You're just saying words at the screen to link the scenes together. It doesn't mean anything. They tried to have like an emotional arc in the film with family as always.
Exactly, nothing new.
But again, it was like whatever. I didn't really care about any of the characters. And another thing, like, you know, like in the MCU, we were wondering if they continue the super soldier program and if the serum has been, if anyone has it as the last of it. John Walker is the last one, but no, it's been continued, and obviously this is like a spin-off of the MCU, surely.
Has to be.
And I thought it was quite telling. Prior to this film, the trailers were all superhero movies. I thought that was quite telling. But I have rambled long enough. My score for Fast and Furious number 9 is a 5 out of 10. What's the average score? 3 plus, we said 3? 3 plus 5.
You said 5.
5, that's 8 divided by 2, that's 4. So you got average score of 4 out of 10. I'm sure people in the comments who have seen it, you probably say you're being harsh, but what is your opinion about the film? Maybe we're too old, we're too grumpy. No, stop that. Stop that. You see what he was doing in the skit? I said he always takes it too far. Always takes it too far. That being said, I hope you enjoyed our review. Let us know what you think. As always, make sure you like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already. I've been your boy Miles. I've been joined by
Adam. It's good to be back.
It's good to be back. Hopefully, we'll be back in the cinema real soon. Until then, peace.
Look at the road, fam. fam. Look at the road. This is supposed to be